copy of your button to a finished button document. We've done a larger document size on purpose so that we can reduce it and make it fit. Now, when I did this working document yesterday, I did not actually have to reduce it, probably for a couple of reasons. Your size of your document can be determined by your image resolution. So if I go under image size and I look at my resolution, this is 72 pixels per inch. If I go File New to start setting up my new button, and I want to select it as 2.5 inches, I want to keep the resolution at the same 72 pixels per inch. So here's my blank working button size for my document. Now I put on my drop shadows and the name of my John Denver design to give me an idea on what I wanted that button to look like. But for this purpose, I'm not going to use the text here. I'm going to actually put it on my button. So I am going to turn these off. And what I want you to notice is this layer I flattened. And I did this in my demo yesterday. I had 3 different layers, and then I went under Layer, Merge Visibles. So in order to copy this whole unit, you need to flatten it into one layer. Then I can go Select All, Edit Copy. And that puts it on my clipboard or my pasteboard memory, so that when I'm ready to do my document, I can. Now the first thing to do in the button, remember, is you're going to make a full circle, the 2.5 by 2 inches, that's going to include your bend over area. And so I can remember what that looks like. I am just going to put a solid color in the center. Then I'm going to deselect, and this time I'm going to do the selection so it's 2 inches. Notice I'm using the rulers at the top and at the side with my shift key to hold it down so it's 2 inches, and then move it right into the center. Now if I go Edit, Paste Special, Paste in Place, that came in way too big. And I intended to put Edit, Paste Special, Place into the selection. And again, it's way too big. So the way to correct that problem is to go back to my working document, take it down to about, because of this extra space around it, I'm going to go to Image, Image Size, and I'm going to guess that the width is about 3 inches. Now I'm going to select all, Edit Copy, go back to my button document, and Edit, Paste Special, Paste into the selection. It's still a little bit too big, but I can go ahead and resize that by selecting it here and go under Edit, Transform, Scale, and then just resize that image right inside that selection till it's the size I want it for my button. And so that selection automatically crops it so I don't have to worry about anything else. Now I can go ahead and do my type. And I'm guessing the size here. I'm going to go ahead and put it in that blue. Or I can change it to another color by using my eyedropper tool and picking it up in here. Then I highlight my text. And again, I don't like that color because it's not going to show very well. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a darker version, or maybe even do black. And you can use a better text. And then remember the bend tool right here. I can go in my arc and I can bend it so it's going to fit in the way I want it on my button. Again, way too big, so I can go ahead, make sure I'm on the text tool and resize it. And then you need to have a theme for your marketing approach. And so my theme is the Heavenly Tour. And again, the way I'm going to make this drop shadow is to duplicate it and then highlight it and give it a different color. This time I'm going to do it black. And now with my arrow tools, my arrow keys, I'm just going to drop that over. And that gives it a slight drop shadow. And then again, mine is called the Heavenly Tour. So I'm going to make another text box. And the easiest way to do that is just to duplicate the layer. Go ahead and bring it down. I'm going to go ahead and just highlight this. Change the words. And then when I highlight this and I go back to my text warping tool, change the arc the other way, and then I have my whole button finished. Okay, so that's the easy way to make the button. We haven't disturbed our working copy, and you have the whole button finished, including the bend over and your type. So that's what you do for your finished project for your advertising campaign button.